Okay, so what we're going to fix here are the scores and the gems and how things are being stored on the server. The first thing I want to look at here is my board. Where do we have it? We have a game player in here, BLL. And this one has a game player instance on it, and then a number of these match players. There's going to be a match player board, BLL, here. And this has a number of moves on it. These moves determine our number of points. When I am in my game manager and I convert my BLL to a VM, when you get to the match player boards, you're just selecting them. What's on the DTO. But you want to have the score on the match player. So here, we're converting our match player to a VM. This is where the score should be being determined. Right here. So then when you go the other way, and you're converting your VM back to your BLL, when you get to your match player, this should have on it a score points DTO. And in this, we want to have a integer for my starting score points. And this is going to be plus your number of starting score points. So this is going to be your match player dot score points dot quantity. Sorry about that. Okay. So you've got that now. You need to do the same thing for your board, for your game player. So for right here, these game players, You're adding one here. And you also want to have a score gems DTO array called score gems. And now I want to have a protected dictionary of a gem type and an integer called starting gem counts. This will work. And then I want to do a for I goes to my enum.get names of a type of gem wars. I'm sorry, gem type dot length. I want to do a starting gem counts of my gem type of I equals 0. And then I want to do a for each score gem in score gems. All I want to do is my starting gem counts of my score gem.gem type plus equals to my score gem.quantity. I think that'll do it. Now we'll rebuild it. So here in the single player, I need to pass in a game player dot score gems. Okay, we have to do the same thing in our multiplayer. There and here. Let's give it a try. Okay, we're going to run the front end. It's going to reconnect me to my game, and it started me with points. No gems though. Let's reset. Let's just do an open play. Now it says that score gems is null. So if my score gems does not equal to null, oh, and then your number of gems down here is plus equals to your starting gem counts of your gem type. Oh no, what happened? A fallen hope. I mean, it's back now. Well, I mean, unless you were on your phone or something. Misconfigured the DNS server. How to fix it? Someone used my DNS server in an attack. Oh, interesting. Is that like an on-site DNS server? We'll go to open play. One thing I wanted to do on Gem Wars was in the title screen, if you were, now we'll leave it like that for now. Okay, let's get a couple of gems here and some points. Two diamonds, 560 points. When I reconnect, $560 points, but no 2 diamonds. Okay. So let's make sure that that's working correctly here. When you're in your single player and you're storing the game in Mongo, the VM that I have here should have a number of game player responses with these score gems. Diamond is 2. So it's there. So it is storing in Mongo. Which means on this end, when I'm setting my gem chances, it was there. Set quantities. Get number of gems. Needs to add in your gem type there. Okay, I wonder if this is fixed and will let me connect with the debugger. All right, cool. Wait for this to refresh. It takes just a minute when you first attach the debugger. Didn't used to. I don't know if it's like a new thing or what happened. That's Visual Studio being broken. Really? It's VS and not... So what, if I switch to VS Code or Writer, I won't have that issue. Shit, maybe I should just switch to VS Code. Okay, we're good to go now. I'm so happy with Rider. I haven't used it. Is it free? Okay, it's going to reconnect me. Here we go. My score gems. I have 6. My quantity is 2. So now score gems has 2. Try it again. You might be better off using VS Code then. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Threidler is not, but you could install IntelliJ IDE and install a C# plugin. Yeah, I'm not opposed to paying for it. I just need to make sure I know if it's the right solution. Maybe there's a trial I could even try it. My issue with VS Code is I don't think it has a debugger for C# in it, but I could be wrong on that. Okay, so it's here. We got diamonds of 2. Oh. It's because you're getting your number of gems when you're setting the quantity. This looks right, man. Try it again. Rider's only 150 bucks with ReSharper. After the 3rd year, it's only 89. That's less than Netflix. Yeah, that's not much at all. I think for Visual Studio, I pay $45 a month for the Pro license. So what, it never got the number of gems, or did it not attach? This only happens on the currency event. Well, that's the problem. That should fix it. And there it is. Now we have vert2. So now it's all working. One thing we want to fix is fix the outlines for online logic with latency. That's it. Let's finish this up, and we'll have this thing just play against itself for a few seconds. You even get 25% product if you own a competitor product. Yeah, I don't know if I like that policy. Oh, skeevy. All right, so we'll abandon this game, and then we'll just do a practice. Okay, we're going to watch this computer play against itself here. See how the icon, these things, we want to load a bunch of those into the pool. But I want to see that it purchases and it goes to the next level. And then I want to see that my gems return when I restart the game. There, so he purchased one. That's good. There we go. We went to the next board. Now we'll stop it. How long do you think you will continue working on this project? I mean, we're getting pretty close. I'm going to guess like 2 months. I have to do the matchmaking still, and then I need to hook up the Apple still, and then we have sound effects to add in, music to add in, polish, and we have to just dial in the multiplayer. So probably, I'm guessing 2 months until we do formal launch. And you can see everything started back up, and we have everything. So it's working correctly now, which is great. Let's do one more fix here, which is when I look at my gems, these are actually rendered targets. Which gets instantiated at runtime down here. And then I'm just trying to see what the picture is that that's referring to. I think it's got to be in title. Yeah, it's these offset gems to get it to match like that. So if I look at my game for these ones, if I was to look at my prefab for a UI floating text image, this is doing Diamond 07 only, so not the copy. Yes. I am going to, I already have the iOS device here. I have the iPhone over there. I have a developer account. I have deployed an app to the store. So yes, I'm going to put this one on iOS. So if you're interested in joining TestFlight and being a beta tester, I definitely need them on iOS. And then I'm going to do this on Android. And then if there's desire, I can move it to Windows. So when I look at this one, my image size is 600 by 600. So on my image here, we have this set as a square, which is right. And we'll look at this second one. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, so why is this stretching like this one? So the reason why that's happening is because on my scriptable objects for gems, these things are pointed at the copies. So amber is this one. Amethyst is this one. Diamond is this one. Emerald, got it. Ruby, and then sapphire. Oh sure, why not? I've got an iPhone 7. Perfect. I think the one that I'm testing on is a I'd have to look and turn it on and stuff. I just don't remember off the top of my head. There we go. Okay, now it's failing because it says when it's creating the draws, we're going to take a look at this right now. Give it just a second because I started the debugger. Come on here. While it works, we can just look at this for a second. Because your draw piece shouldn't be null. This draw piece should be gone completely now because it's been purchased. Come on. Sometimes it takes as much as 3 minutes, 2 minutes. There we go. Now we can give it a run. Okay, this time when it creates the draws, I have 1. And that's because this is doing it for the number of draws in the game. Now that's wrong. I want to say var number of draws is my game.number of draws. And now I want to say if my board VM does not equal to null, then you want to do your number of draws is equal to your board VM dot draw pieces dot length. We'll try it again. There it is. We got our get ready, get start. We've got our scores. It looks like the only thing that's not set correctly now are our percentages for the boxes. Now, I don't see the player starting again. So if I was to look at my business logic layer for the game player AI, if I look at my update, is update active is true. So somewhere this failed. So we'll just cheat a little bit, and I'll do a try and a catch. And that's just because everything is asynchronous. This thing's running on a timer. At a certain part, it could say, hey, I'd like to try and purchase a piece, but the board may have already changed. So this way, it'll just abandon that move. If it reconnects, it may just start up again. There, it's connected. That's because it never re-downloaded the whole game. It was expecting just to be a short-term disconnection. There it is. It started back up. So we want to, oops, crap. I want to make color chances from the server. I want to, if client is connected and server goes down, then server goes up and it reconnects. Do a health check to see if the game is in games. If it's not, reload the entire game. This time, when I look at this again, so it's failing every time. Why is it failing every time? Let's see. So let's add a exception here, and let's just track this down. This will be the last thing that we try to figure out here, because this shouldn't be happening. Okay, it restarts it. Up here, my exception is an item with the same key has already been added. So let's look at what exactly that is. That's it. It's in there. So if I stop this, and we look here, what did it say? An item with the same key has already been added. Let's try it again. I need to know which one of these is failing. Crystallizes, are you still out there? Awesome. When I'm ready to do the demo or put the iOS build out, I'll post it up in the Discord. I'll do it at everybody in the main channel to try to rally some testers, if interested at that point. Okay, let's see. You get the positions, we try to add them. There it was. So it's failing on can add position to the board. Okay, let's try it again. It passes the first time, but the second time, so I'm going to wrap this one. Awesome. Thank you, Crystallizes. Super appreciate that. Okay. We'll restart the game. Okay, here we go. That one passed. An item with the same key has already been added. 8-5. Could just do that. There, now it's working. Okay, we'll stop it. We'll start it again. Are you reworking the visuals before the release? A little bit. So it started off being very minimalist. I got a lot of really good feedback about the minimalism. I've added in a little bit of stuff. I'm definitely open to any suggestions that people have to try to improve it. These graphics, I have like 280 avatars in like 15 different sets, which I'm going to be using for like the chests and the hard loot. Yeah. So these got resized because the images changed as well. So if I look at my gems, I want to have a sprite full on here. And then when we are doing my UI gem chance container, you're going to say this is a gem, not a block. And this is going to be called a sprite full. And then in here, we're just going to add in the amber copy, 12 copy, 7 copy, emerald copy, ruby copy, and the sapphire copy. Oops, sorry about that. There we go, that looks better. So the only thing we have left is this little box up here. So to finish up, we'll jump over here and do a Gem Wars 28. My time is 180 minutes. My comment is going to be added persistence for single player free play and practice. Need to persist tier color chance container from server. Okay, we will stage all of that, push that out here to Gem Wars 28. And then on my board, we can look here at Gem Wars. And here on 28, we can see my commits for the day. Has it finished committing yet? There it is, 28. Refresh it one more time. There we go. So that's it for today. Thanks for staying with me. I'll be back. I'll try for in the morning tomorrow, but if not, during the week, and if not, then again next weekend. Thanks again for staying with me. This game's moving right along. I think that this will be the point where we start to work on the actual multiplayer tiered instances, but we have everything lined up for that. So I appreciate you guys staying with me. Make sure you check us out Discord, discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com. I've also put these videos up at youtube.pixelhorrorstudios.com. Thanks again, and I will see you a little bit later. Bye.